Rape is an extremely serious and devastating crime with profound physical, emotional, and psychological consequences for the survivor. It is a violation of an individual's bodily autonomy and can result in physical injuries, sexually transmitted infections, unwanted pregnancies, and even death in extreme cases. Beyond the physical harm, the emotional and psychological trauma inflicted by rape can be long-lasting and profound. Survivors may experience a range of psychological effects, including but not limited to post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, anxiety, fear, guilt, shame, and difficulty trusting others. These effects can impact every aspect of a survivor's life, including their relationships, work, and overall well-being. We have compiled data revealing the unsettling reality of rape crimes across 10 prominent nations. Surprisingly, some of the world's most developed countries, including the United States, Canada, Sweden, and the United Kingdom, feature prominently in these statistics. Number 10, Denmark and Finland. A study conducted by the European Union Agency for Fundamental Rights in 2014 revealed alarming statistics regarding the prevalence of physical and/or sexual abuse among women in Finland and Denmark. Shockingly, approximately 47% of women surveyed in Finland and 52% in Denmark reported experiencing such abuse. It's worth noting that Finland was one of the last countries in the European Union to criminalize marital rape, with legislation against it only being enacted in 1994. The findings from interviews with women reveal deeply concerning patterns of sexual violence. Shockingly, more than 1 in 10 women disclosed experiencing sexual violence by an adult before reaching the age of 15. Additionally, 1 out of 10 reported experiencing sexual violence since turning 15, with 1 in 20 disclosing rape. Furthermore, over 1 out of 5 women reported experiencing physical and/or sexual violence from a current or former partner. Alarmingly, only 13% of women reported their most serious incident to the police, highlighting significant underreporting and systemic challenges in accessing justice and support. Number 9, Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, the staggering reality of sexual violence emerges with alarming frequency. According to the latest figures from the Zimbabwe National Statistics Zimstat, at least 1 woman falls victim to rape every 90 minutes. These statistics reveal a harrowing truth. Approximately 500 women endure sexual abuse each month, equating to roughly 16 women being raped daily. The gravity of the situation is further underscored by the surge in reported cases. Within the first 3 months of the year, 1,524 cases of sexual violence were documented, marking a significant increase from the 1,285 cases recorded during the same period the previous year. Shockingly, among these reported incidents, 780 involved children aged 11 to 16, while 276 pertain to children aged 5 to 10. These numbers, however, only scratch the surface, as many cases likely remain unreported, amplifying concerns about the true extent of the issue. Number 8, Australia. The reported incidence of rape per 100,000 individuals remains notably elevated. Over the past year, an estimated 51,200 Australians aged 18 and above fell victim to sexual assault. Alarmingly, only around a third, 30% of these victims, reported their most recent assault to the police, indicating substantial underreporting and highlighting the challenges in seeking justice and support for survivors. As per a report by News.com, the stark reality emerges that 1 in 6 Australian women confronts the harrowing ordeal of rape by a non-partner, a distressing statistic compared to 1 in 14 women globally. Shockingly, this victimization occurs among Australian women aged over 15. In a global study encompassing Australia and New Zealand, these nations ranked 3rd, with 16.4% of women reporting incidents of rape perpetrated by someone other than a partner. Number 7, Canada. In Canada, among all the violent crimes reported to the police, sexual assault has seen a concerning surge in reported rates. As reported by Huffington Post, an alarming estimate suggests that there are 460,000 sexual assaults occurring in the country each year. Shockingly, only about 33 out of every 1,000 sexual assault cases are reported to the police, and of those reported, merely 29 are officially recorded as crimes. This disparity between reported incidents and recorded crimes underscores the complexities and challenges surrounding sexual assault reporting and justice in Canada. A staggering reality unfolds for North American women, with 1 in 4 forced to endure the torment of rape during their lifetime. Shockingly, 11% of these women suffer physical injuries as a result of this violence. Despite the prevalence of such heinous acts, only 6% of incidents are reported to the police. Tragically, over 80% of victims are women, with the majority of assaults occurring within the confines of their own homes, perpetrated by friends and family members in 80% of cases. Adding to the distressing picture, a staggering 83% of disabled women will experience sexual assault in their lifetimes. Children are not spared from this scourge either, as approximately 17% of sexual assault victims are girls, and 15% are boys under the age of 16. Number 6, New Zealand. According to a report published in the British medical journal The Lancet, New Zealand's sexual assault rate surpasses the global average, ranking 3rd highest alongside Australia, with 16.4% of its female population affected. Furthermore, as per the Minister of Justice publication report, an alarming reality unfolds. Sexual violence incidents occur every 2 hours in New Zealand. Shockingly, statistics indicate that 1 out of 3 girls and 1 out of 6 boys are at risk of sexual abuse before reaching the age of 16. In a concerning trend, sexual assault saw a 15% increase within a year, with reported incidents doubling within schools. However, despite the prevalence of these crimes, only 9% of sexual offenses are reported to the police in New Zealand. Even more distressing, only 13% of reported cases end in a conviction, indicating significant challenges in obtaining justice for survivors. Shockingly, 91% of rapes either go unreported or met with police intimidation to drop complaints, as reported by the New Zealand Herald. Number 5, India. Rape and sexual violence pose significant challenges in India, with troubling statistics highlighting the severity of the issue. According to the National Crime Record Bureau, crimes against women have seen a disturbing 7.5% increase since 2010. In a country of over 1.2 billion people, reported rapes surged from 24,923 in 2012 to 33,707 in 2013. Most alarmingly, the majority of rape victims fall within the age range of 18 to 30 years old. Shockingly, 1 out of every 3 victims is below the age of 18, and 1 in 10 victims is under 14. These statistics paint a grim picture of the prevalence of sexual violence in India, where a woman is raped every 20 minutes. The vast majority of rape cases go unreported, both in India and globally. Madhya Kark suggests that approximately 54% of rape cases remain unreported, while Mihir Srivastava's estimate for India is even higher, suggesting that around 90% of rapes in the country go unreported. Number 4, England and Wales. According to a report titled An Overview of Sexual Offending in England and Wales, jointly released in 2013 by the Ministry of Justice, Office for National Statistics, and Home Office, England and Wales face a significant challenge regarding sexual violence. The report reveals a staggering annual figure of approximately 85,000 victims of rape, with 73,000 females and 12,000 males affected, translating to approximately 230 cases each day. Furthermore, the report highlights the distressing statistic that 1 in every 5 women has experienced some form of sexual violence since the age of 16. A study conducted on young people aged between 13 and 18 reveals alarming findings regarding sexual violence. It indicates that 1/3 of girls and 16% of boys within this age group have experienced sexual violence. Shockingly, the study suggests that at any given time, as many as 250,000 teenage girls are enduring abuse. Additionally, the report highlights that 12% of boys and 3% of girls have reported committing sexual violence against their partners. Number 3, United States, America. According to data compiled by George Mason University on worldwide sexual assault statistics, a startling reality emerges regarding the prevalence of sexual abuse, particularly in the United States. Shockingly, statistics reveal that 1 in 3 American women will experience sexual abuse at some point in their lives. Moreover, approximately 19.3% of women and 2% of men have reported being raped at least once. Additionally, an estimated 43.9% of women and 23.4% of men have endured other forms of sexual violence during their lifetimes. Disturbingly, a significant number of victims experienced their first assault at a young age, with 79% being first raped before reaching the age of 25 and 40% before turning 18. Number 2, Sweden. Recent statistics paint a concerning picture of the prevalence of rape in Sweden. Shockingly, it is now estimated that 1 out of every 4 Swedish women has experienced rape. The increase in reported cases over the years is particularly alarming. In 1975, there were only 421 reported rapes to the police, while in 2014, this number skyrocketed to 6,620, an astonishing increase of 1,472%. These figures suggest a significant rise in the incidence of rape, making Sweden appear to be a more dangerous place for women. Furthermore, Sweden holds the unfortunate distinction of having the highest rate of rape in Europe. According to the Swedish National Council for Crime Prevention, there were 63 reported rape cases per 100,000 population, underscoring the severity of the issue within the country. Number 1, South Africa. In South Africa, the prevalence of rape is shockingly high, with estimates suggesting that over 40% of women will experience rape in their lifetime. However, the actual number of rapes is believed to be significantly higher than those reported to the police, with the Medical Research Council estimating that only 1 in 9 rapes are reported, highlighting the pervasive underreporting of this crime. South Africa holds the unfortunate distinction of having the highest reported incidence of rape crimes. While the majority of sexual violence is perpetrated against women, men and children are also victims of this heinous crime. According to a report, over 4% of men have been forced to have sex with other men. Disturbingly, children are particularly vulnerable, with South African police reporting that children are victims in 41% of all reported rape cases. Furthermore, about 15% of rape victims are children under the age of 11. So what are your thoughts? Like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.